This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is Emily Frankel, my wife.
And we're going to do a little chat for my blog, M's Talkery.
What is it going to be about today,
Well,
Emily?
I was thinking about things that are disappearing.
Things that are disappearing.
Now, for instance, winter is disappearing.
Right.
In New York City, we've had some terribly cold days, but mostly this is like spring, a chilly spring.
You mean the whole season is beginning to disappear. Year by year, it becomes less and less.
Well, that's a weather problem. But what about other disappearing things? For instance, services. If you wanted to find someone to come and fix something in your house,
right,
you could go to the yellow pages, turn the yellow pages, look up plumber. We could find a plumber. We could find someone to come and clean our house. We could find someone to paint the ceiling or to fix our electricity problems.
Well, we don't do that anymore, do we?
Services are no longer available, at least in New York City. That is something that's disappearing. I think probably because it's expensive, and
it's easier just to throw stuff away and
that's true.
Get it new.
Okay. What else is disappearing? We used to have...
Well, the streetcars in Knoxville, Tennessee disappeared even when I was there. And it suddenly disappeared. And they ran by my house all the time when I was a kid. Used to put coins on the thing and flatten them out and make little teeny discs out of them.
What about the gas station? We used to have a gas station on the corner.
It's gone. It's gone.
It's strange because that gas station was a place that we always knew if there was a problem, we could run to the gas station because the guys were very friendly.
Yeah, and there was only one major restaurant in it called Brownie's, and it was a
Brownie's restaurant was a
health food
in the neighborhood, and that's gone. And Barnes and Noble, there were Barnes and Nobles all around, and now there are fewer and fewer and fewer.
Poor old Barney's gone the way of disappearance.
So
Barney's used to be down there.
I remember Barney's and John. Books are disappearing. Talk about the fact that books are disappearing.
And you're a writer, Emily. I'm going to have to hold on to you because I don't want my writer to disappear.
I won't disappear.
All right.
You'll support me in the style to which I am absolutely accustomed.
Absolutely. And that's not so hard.
But talk about the fact that books are disappearing. The number of publishers that there are is diminished.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And, of course, there are e-books, but now you have everybody writing e-books. So it's so many that the importance of writing a book has changed.
Yeah. And
there are no more yellow pages. Everything that you want when you go shopping, you're going to shop for online.
Yeah. Well, but you know, the things that have disappeared in certain ways have become more valuable because they're like you can find them, but they're like archived someplace.
Talk about newspapers.
Well, talk about books. You know, I've just got that Kindle, and I go to get a book from Kindle, and what do I end up? I end up with getting something like Moby Dick.
No, I wanted to make a point, though, that when you first were acting on Broadway, how many newspaper critics were coming to see a show?
So you'd have the 7 major critics.
Can you name the papers?
Well, there was the ones that we don't have around. World Telegram.
The Tribune. New York Herald Tribune.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Philadelphia Inquirer used to come.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. I know that there were 7 that you had, and now there's only 3.
And now a show lives or dies really based on
the one. New York Times, yeah.
So things are disappearing.
Well, but
I won't disappear.
You better not.
Are you going to disappear?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to disappear.
Are you disappearing now?
I'm disappearing.
Wait a minute.
Oh, thank you.
Come back.
Thank you. As long as you love me, I'll be here.
John.
What?
Things are disappearing. The seasons are changing.
Yes.
Our building is still here.
Yeah.
We still have lots of work to do.
Yes, that's true.
We can cook things, we could live well here. So we have not disappeared.
No, no.
Okay,
And
just one.
I take comfort in that.
Okay, that's it. Then we've talked about disappearing things.
Okay.
And now we are going to
Disappear
disappear till next week.
This is AI.R. See you next week.